Hello, I'm Samantha, and today we'll be practicing a nice, relaxing yin sequence. So grab your props, maybe a pillow or a block, and let's get started. So we'll begin in a seated meditation. You can start out sitting up nice and tall, relaxing your hands in your lap or at your knees, and closing your eyes. And just begin to observe the natural flow of your breath in and out through your nose. Notice how you're feeling in your body. And know that whatever you're feeling in this moment is okay. As you observe the natural flow of your breath, notice if you're holding any tension unnecessarily in your face or your jaw, your neck or shoulders. Keeping your attention on your natural breath. Notice when your mind wanders away, which it will. Just notice when that happens, and bring your focus back to your next inhale or exhale. Each of the postures that we'll practice today, we want to move slowly and mindfully in and out of them. So with your next breath, moving from that seated position, start to take your left shin on top of your right shin, kind of stacking your shins like fire logs. One foot on top of the knee, and the opposite knee on top of the foot. And if that's uncomfortable for you or you're not able to come into this posture where the legs stack nice and evenly, maybe one knee is lifted or maybe you're here kind of not able to set completely down into the pose, feel free to use your props. You can take that pillow under the knee or even under the hip. Adjust as you need to with your props. You want to find a nice stretch into the hips, into the outer thighs and glutes. So once you stack those shins, you can slowly start to walk the hands out in front of you. Lower down as far as your body allows you to go, to where you're still able to stay with your natural breath, but also find a nice edge in the pose. of sensations, pleasant or unpleasant. Observing the rising and the passing away of each breath. Slowly walking your hands back in and gently release that top leg out towards the corner of your mat, and then your opposite leg to the other corner, making a wide V with your legs, getting into that straddle position. Once again, adjusting as you need to here, using any props. Maybe you need to elevate the hips a little bit in order to lean forward from the hips. If you're finding that you're rounding the back in this way, then set a blanket or a bolster or a block under your hips so that you can rise up a little bit more and tilt forward. And then from there, you can begin to walk the hands out in front of you. Lowering down as far as your body will let you go into this wide straddle. Use that block to set your forearms on top of. Just coming to your breath in the pose. In each posture, with each breath, we're training the mind. The nature of our mind is to be reactive. That's why the yogis call it a monkey mind. It's like a monkey from one branch to the other, swinging, constantly changing and moving. Just like our thoughts. Go from one thought to the next, to the next, to the next. So in these yoga poses with our breath, we're training the mind to be still, to be calm, to be non-reactive. Notice those moments when you're in the pose, when you want to move, when you want to come out of the posture, or when you find yourself getting agitated or restless. And see if instead of moving, instead of reacting, if you can just turn your attention back to your natural breath. slowly start to walk your hands in. Notice how it feels when you come out of the pose, just rising up to seated. And then begin to draw your legs back in. Use your hands, kind of moving your legs back to the center. Placing your hands down, bend your knees, give a gentle sway of your knees from side to side. Just slowly releasing out of the pose. Noticing what you feel moment by moment. And then from there, turning to your left, bend your left knee. Begin to extend your right leg long behind you. So you're finding your way into a half pigeon pose. Adjust as you need to here so that you feel a good stretch in your outer thigh and glute of your left leg into your left hip. And again, if you need that prop, place it underneath the hip, that blanket or bolster or block. You don't want to feel that you're engaging your muscles here. You don't want to be like squeezing and lifting. You want to be able to settle into the posture. So use the prop if you need to. And then slowly begin to lower down. You can come onto your forearms. Have that pillow in front of you if you like. Or maybe you can lower all the way to your chest. So just go as far as your body allows you to go. And once you find that edge in your pose, come to your breath and stay there. If you're able to move into the pose a little deeper, or just finding more space in the posture, you can walk the hands out. Just noticing when you can move a little further or find more space in the posture. Begin to walk your hands back in. Take your right leg, draw it around in front of you. Begin to take that fire log pose, stacking the right shin on top of the left. knee over foot and foot over knee. Finding that stretch into your hips. So again, just allowing yourself to come down as far as your body will let you go. Using any props that you need to in the pose to find your edge. Notice when your mind wanders away. And bring your attention back to your breath. Mind is Yogis say that the mind is similar to the reflection of the moon on a lake. When there are ripples in the water, the reflection of the moon is fragmented, is distorted. But when the lake and the water is still and calm, you can see the reflection of the moon on the surface of the water clearly and perfectly. When our thoughts and our mind are fragmented and scattered, our mind is restless. Our reality can be distorted, can be fragmented and chaotic. But when the mind is calm and still, we can see reality as it is. Can see clearly and have an understanding of truly what's happening. You can very slowly start to walk your hands in. Releasing your top leg. And moving to your hands and your knees, nice and slow. And once you come onto your hands and your knees, take a few cat-cow stretches. Dropping the belly down, roll your shoulders back. Once you come to your hands and your knees, take a few cat-cow stretches. dropping your belly down, rolling your shoulders back, lift your chin. As you breathe out, round your back, tuck your belly and your chin. Breathing in, lift your heart. On your breath out, round and tuck. Once more, breathe in, lift and open. On your next breath, tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat, send your hips to the sky. Taking a few breaths here in your downward facing dog, you can press the heels towards the floor and your chest towards your thighs. Getting a long stretch into your hamstrings and your calf muscles. Or you might even pedal the feet, bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg, side to side. Pressing both heels down. Your next breath, slowly come onto your knees. We'll take the right knee forward this time. Sliding it up towards the top of your mat, lengthening your left leg back. Adjusting into your half pigeon on this side. Again, using any prop you feel you need so that you can relax into the pose and you're not engaging those muscles in the low body. And gently begin to come down to your forearms, maybe even walking your hands out in front of you, or resting onto a block or pillow here. And finding that good stretch in your outer thigh and glute of your right leg. And finding that good stretch in your outer thigh and glute of your right leg. Coming back to your breath. Observing the present moment as it is, not as you wish it to be. nose nice and slow. Draw your left leg all the way around. So you come to a seated position. For this next posture, you can use your pillow or your block or even your blanket. Take it, just placing it between the shoulder blades at whatever height works for you. You want to turn it that long, thin side or that short, thin side. Then you'll get an even deeper back bend, whichever side you choose to use. But you can start out on that lower level if you'd like. Once you adjust there, just bringing your back down, touching the soles of your feet together so your knees are out to the sides. If you have a hair bun or clip that doesn't allow your head to come flat to the mat, you can release that. Just relax your arms at your sides, coming into this heart-opening posture. Just allowing the head to drop back, feeling that stretch and that opening through your neck and your heart, your hips and thighs. When we begin to move to that space of understanding and clarity through the present moment, and we're able to shut out all of the noise that clouds our judgment. We start to move through life, through every decision that we make, with compassion and loving kindness for ourselves and others, rather than making decisions based out of fear. We start to make our decisions and our choices thoughtfully, consciously, actively, out of love. Moving through life with an open heart rather than a closed mind. Your next breath, draw your arms back to your sides. Begin to tuck your chin to your chest. Gently lift your back away from that block or prop. Then as you come to lie back down, draw your knees together, hug them to your chest. Take Taking both knees over to the right side of your mat. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder for a spinal twist. Inhale your knees to center. Exhale them. The opposite side. Chin towards your right shoulder. Inhale your knees back to the center. Give them one last hug. And then gently begin to stretch your legs all the way out onto your mat. Rest your arms at your sides. If you need a prop in your Shavasana, if you feel cold, you can cover up with a blanket. Or if you'd like, you can take a pillow or a bolster underneath your knees for support there, maybe under the low back. Just get as comfortable as you can be in your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Allow your whole body to take rest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, begin to roll your ankles and your wrists. Hug your knees to your chest and rock from side to side on your back. And roll over onto one side. Rest there for a few breaths. And gently pressing into your hand, come to a seated position on your mat. Drawing your hands together. Closing your practice by sending out loving kindness compassion, and positive energy towards all others. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Take care of yourself, be well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like down below, and also follow along on my channel for more yoga videos. Namaste. Playtime, huh? You're goofy. You want me to do yin yoga, huh?